Good morning, good people. This is Gerald G. Fit Brown bringing Fitness Friday to you from the bus live headed to D.C. I experienced the Million Man March in 1995. It was a wonderful experience. I had to be there for 2015. We're going to galvanize a movement and not make this anything more than just that. We're going to make this a movement and not a moment. We're going to move forward. We're going to get together collectively and have some positive energy and share some thoughts, aspirations, and things that we can do to further the black community. We're looking forward to this beautiful moment with some beautiful brothers and coming together and listening to the minister speak and giving us information that we can take back to our communities and share with the good people so we can move ourselves along in 2015. Again, this is Gerald G. Fit Brown coming to you live from the bus heading to D.C. for Fitness Fridays. Thank you.
They're trying to fight somebody on a civil rights violation. You have to prove to them that they did this to you because you're black. You have to prove that they did something to you instead of saying he violated my constitutional rights. Now that's easy to prove. But you violated my civil rights, which is you violated my constitutional rights because I'm black. How do I prove that you did something to me because I'm black? They throw 95% of them cases out.
Well, the people we're dealing with, they smart now. They some very smart people.
Well, they're not going to pass any legislation unless they already got to go around. Why would I give you the Voting Rights Act until I got a way to gerrymander the voting districts? Because they say you know, they're killing it. They're killing our whole.
Supremacy's chief weapon is difficult to combat it because you have to prove that the person who committed the act of racism had the deliberate intent of discriminating against you because of color. And because we are all humans, nobody's perfect. So there's a million reasons they can use as an excuse for why you didn't get hired. You didn't have enough experience. But you really didn't get hired because you were black. There's a million reasons they can use why you didn't get hired. He was overqualified. Now look at that. Talk about some reverse racism. You told me I couldn't get the job because I didn't have a college degree. I came back. The cross is a symbol. It has an upright and it has a horizontal. And you have that duality in your nature. You've been created to be upright. But when you rebel against God, you start slithering and walking on all fours, like a snake or like a beast. But when God breaks the cross, he condemns the duality and makes us one. That our upright nature puts our horizontal nature in check. And our appetite for filth, indecency, is crushed.
coming to you live from the bus headed down to Washington D.C. Million Man March. I was present in 1995 for a very euphoric feeling, meeting with the minister in 1995 for the Million Man March. I'm revisiting this matter again with the Justice or Else March. We're headed there. We're going to be informative. We're going to have a great time. We're going to congregate with some great brothers, get some great ideas, render some great solutions. We're going to move this movement forward. Again, this is Gerald G. Fit Brown. Thank you.
Santomo coming to you from D.C. on our way to the Justice or Else meeting in Washington, D.C. This is my first time going, and right now the experience here has been real good. You know, it's just one of the things of how seeing these many black people come together and unify and have good conversation and dialogue and really socially conscious about what's going on, because the outlook and all the stereotypes that's been put against us, and we have really broken those odds and going against what a lot of the masses have said about us. One of the biggest misconceptions that we really got to get past is thinking that we got to be a part of the same faith to help each other out, because we as black people, we're on the losing end, and we got to join forces and come together and help each other out and unify. So that's what I want to see come from this Justice or Else, is that blacks can get together and unify, build economic empowerment, bring about racial harmony.
nation that we have faced in this country. We are not here.
Hi there, good people of the world. My name is Bishop Unimo Ben Yahweh. I traveled a long way to get here, and you know what? One-way ticket, no money. Allah got me here, Yahweh. And you know what? The ancestors, the mother, the father, the ancestors, they want change, just like we want change. And we're gonna do it for the children's sake. And you know what? We will win. The empire always strikes back. My name is Bishop Unimo Ben Yahweh. St. Louis, I am the king. And you know what? So are you. And you are queens. You're gods and goddesses. We were created in their image. And we love everybody until they push us.
To be free of the Union. We are here today because there has been gross miseducation of Native Americans, Latinos, and Black Americans in terms of our contribution to the world history and the history of this nation. Look at this capital that's facing most of you. It is the fact that our black ancestors slaves facing free.
We come together against an enemy that got guns, that got everything. But you telling me that you demand something of the enemy. How could you demand something when you see people come here with different mindsets? Islam, Christianity, Buddha. You understand all type of religions. How could we gather?
Hosea chapter 5 verse 15. I will go and return.
Read it loud, brother.
I will go and return to my place.
Why God will go back to return to his place?
Till they acknowledge their offense.
That's why your kids being killed in every street. Read it again.
I will go and return to my place.
What place, God? Because we didn't want to hurt God knowledge. God said, let me see how far your children of Israel will get. That's why now we're in the bottom of America. What we're doing, we're serving to the white man. But the white man is
The unprecedented success of the Million Man March in '95 was based on our ability to unite nearly 2 million men from different religious, economic, and political affiliations that stood together for one purpose.
It's not just the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March. Today is not just my birthday. On the same day as the Million Man March, a baby named Kendrick Johnson was born in Valdosta, Georgia. At 17 years old, his mother and father, Jackie and Kenneth Johnson, sent young Kendrick to school with a book bag, and he was returned to them in a body bag the next day. And the only explanation that his parents have ever been given is unbelievable, inconceivable, and incomprehensible. This story that he crawled into a rolled up gym mat, got
a report that said he died from a heart attack. The problem was they hadn't done the autopsy yet. So then as the trial started going on and we started doing depositions, there were witnesses who said some things that were damaging to the police case. But when I went back to read the transcript, the court reporters had deleted it from the transcript. So then when we went to trial and the jury found for the police, we presented the case to the Justice Department. And the Justice Department said there was not enough evidence to prosecute any police for killing Mr. Grady. Well, we have all gathered here today under the sound of one man's voice who has called for justice or else, because we know the God of justice never sleeps. So it does not matter whether or not we get any redress of our grievance in the court system, because the God sees our pain and he knows what we are going through. So when we hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan today, just know that we are not listening to any ordinary man. We are listening to a man of biblical proportions, a man whom the prophets saw thousands of years ago coming in this.
Boys, I don't think you heard me. We are living in a wicked time where we are dealing with a spiritual wickedness that's in high places, and the pharmaceutical industry, along with the American Medical Association, have found a way, like Pharaoh did during the children of Israel when it was time for them to make an exit. Pharaoh said, let us kill all boy babies 2 and under. And so now they're trying to force vaccines on baby boys, at least 80 shots before they're 3 years old. So this is what Minister Farrakhan said we're gonna do. On the 24th and the 25th of this month, 25,000 of us are gonna march on the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're gonna say, not another Tuskegee on our watch. We be damned if we gonna stand around and let somebody else pump us up with viruses. It's time for us to stand up. So take this information down as I exit. Go to cdctruth.org. And on the 24th and 25th, if you're in Alabama, in Georgia, in South Carolina, in Tennessee, we need you in Atlanta, Georgia, where the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan will be leading us to march against the Center for Disease Control. Thank you, and look up more information on this heinous act by our government. Assalamu alaikum.
I am a student of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I could never thank Allah enough for His merciful intervention in our affairs, in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who is in the world and is championing the liberation struggle of our people, particularly in the United States of America. I greet all of you, my dear and wonderful brothers sisters, with the greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. First, I want to say to all of you, I am honored beyond words to be here standing on this rostrum in front of this hallowed building, in front of I don't know how many, I'm not going to guess, but I thank Almighty God, Allah, for every single one of you that decided to answer the call to demand justice or else. I watched the program in my hotel room, and I want to say how happy I am to be a part of such a great showing of unity of the Aboriginal people of our planet. I want our Native American family and Brother Night Wolf, my brother, I'm sorry that they cut you a little short, but I want you to know how favored you are as a Native American giant standing for. You are the second self of God. And as the second self of God, any man that would disrespect a female is an enemy of God, because she is the greatest gift from God to a man. May I pause for a moment and say to women, your language must change as to how you address yourselves. You should never call another woman a bitch. Get that word out of our language. No female is after a dog. Every female is after God. So all of you black men that like to use such words, pull it out of your tongue before your tongue is pulled out of your head. Every woman is from the Creator. Her womb is the workshop of God. So when a man sees a woman, he should bow in honor to her. The Native Americans can teach us much in the respect of women. I've been up on the reservations, I've been in the Anipi, I've been to some of their ceremonies. And the native people, the men, draw blood, hanging from trees and carrying skulls of animals in dirt attached to the flesh of their back in tremendous pain until the flesh snaps and blood pours out. The native people do that to pay honor
to the woman, for she is in labor, enduring the pain of death to bring forth new life. And there's always a show of blood before the birth. So the man is trying to equal himself up to the woman.
We don't say nothing about all the other prophets that had in Bin Laden and all them folks. The president of the United States had one all in the White House. We don't say nothing like that. We don't say nothing.
Would you do the same thing you went to prison for now?
He gone.
Step that on off. I know it. I know what you do.
Yes, I do.
And that's it. That's the whole thing in a nutshell.
Live here in D.C., 10/10/15.
I don't know it, man.
Just got through here in the Honorable Louis Farrakhan giving us instruction, brother. Justice or else. We here, baby. Assalamu alaikum.
We're here in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol, U.S. Capitol. We commemorating the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan gave us a beautiful speech today. As he said, this is not a moment in history, this is a movement in history. We here for justice or else. Or else means we got to do for ourselves. Or else means that they got to come clean on this police brutality thing. They got to come clean with all this injustice and white supremacy and all this oppression that they putting up on our people, not just here in America, but all over the world. We speaking here at the U.S. Capitol, but the message is a universal message that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is delivering. There's no other speaker like him in the world today delivering the message that he's delivering. He's standing for freedom, justice, and equality for all. Not just the black man in America or the black man all over the world, but for the brown man, the red man, the yellow man, and even the poor white man. Anybody who's standing up for freedom, justice, and equality, you with us. You want us. You family. That's what we standing for. You know, we here regardless of what happened here today or what could have happened here today. We came here to stand united, to stand for something and to do something positive in a collective manner. That's why we here. 10, 10, 15, Million Man March.
Well,
It really did.
right. You told them up front, I am not going to be the president. I can't handle individual issues by race. But, you know, if you gave, I work with y'all. Yeah, if you liked it.
Oh, what do you want me to talk about?